This is NDTV. And you're watching Ndtv-Hindu.
After questions loom large over Sadiq Basha's death, a team of doctors could begin inquiries as per the directions of the CBI. After frosty ties with the Congress, it's the PMK's turn to cold shoulder the DMK. Ramados hints at parting ways. 2009 calls for the third France surface again. Ajit Singh of the RLD calls on Chief Minister Jayalalitha.
Realignment in today's political situation is very much a possibility, but it will take time.
Families in Rameshwaram send out search parties after 5 fishermen are missing since Wednesday. After hitting a purple patch, infrastructural deficits threaten to dislodge manufacturing growth.
There is a power situation, a crisis in terms of availability of quality power.
Street turned dump yard. The problems in Valsaravakkam have a unique odor and the locals are not impressed. A very good evening. You're watching Headlines now with me, Ashmit. Time now to run through the top stories coming in from across the nation. 21 infants have now died in just 2 days at the government-run BC Roy Hospital in Kolkata. 3 years after Neeraj Grover's murder, Maria Susairaj is set to walk free, though her fiancé has been sentenced to 10 years. Indian sprinter Mandeep Kaur denies using banned substances, says the athlete's team should need a doctor. Why has the BJP not given inputs, asks an angry Congress, after BJP President Gadkari tells NDTV no decision yet on PM under Lokpal. Nitin Gadkari defends Yedurappa, says he did nothing illegal, but says he shouldn't have used the discretionary quota. And the sexual assault case against former IMF chief Dominique Strauss-Kahn is on the verge of collapsing. Well, first up, right on to the top story. A team of doctors from All India Institute of Medical Sciences from Delhi could come to Chennai soon to probe the circumstances that led to the death of Sadiq Basha, a close aide of former telecom minister A. Raja, who was arrested in the 2G allocation spectrum scam. Now, CBI sources said that the team would examine the viscera besides conducting a number of checks on Basha's body. Now, they said that the decision was taken after CBI found evidence suggesting foul play in Basha's death. Now, the agency has started its investigations under Section 174 of the CRPC in the mysterious death of Basha, who was found hanging at his home in Chennai on March 16th. His wife had claimed he committed suicide as he was unable to cope with the pressure of the probe. Well, for more on this, let's go across to Delhi now, where Sunetra Chaudhary, the senior special correspondent, is joining us live over the phone line. Now, Sunetra, if you can hear me, first up, has the CBI found anything new on the Sadiq Basha case?
Our CBI sources are telling us that basically this entire case, because it's such a sensitive case, because Sadiq Basha was such a key aide of A. Raja, they want to be really sure when they conduct this thing. So even though they have found a suicide note, and our CBI sources say they found the suicide note at Sadiq Basha's house, they found it to be quite genuine. So even all that has happened, because they want to be very, very sure, they don't want to just rely on the post-mortem doctors, they want to get in the top forensic doctors. So our sources tell us that they have informally contacted AIIMS doctors to perhaps at some point come in and look at the visceral reports, look at the post-mortem reports, and then they can finally close the case. That is one thing that they are saying. That's what our sources have indicated to us. We also got in touch with some of our sources at the All India Institute of Medical Sciences. What they told us was they had a casual conversation on the phone with CBI officers who told them that they might need them to look at it. However, they're yet to get an official note telling them that they should do the post-mortem again, that they should look at Sadiq Basha's case again.
Well, also now, Sunetra, has the CBI found anything suspicious in the autopsy and the post-mortem reports sent from Chennai?
What our sources are telling us is that they have nothing to suggest that it could be anything other than suicide, because they're saying that if you look at the suicide note and because it's genuine, then unless they find some circumstances to show that he was made to do this, made to write this suicide note, there should be no reason for that. So at the moment, our sources tell us that they really have no reason to believe that it was anything other than suicide.
Well, thanks a lot, Sunetra, for joining us from Delhi with all those insights and updates. Moving ahead, in some more action from the state's political spectrum, in what some are calling a fresh political blow for the DMK, the PMK hinted at distancing itself from the Dravidian heavyweight. Now, PMK chief Ramados today said that his party's General Council will take a relook at the alliance with the DMK before the local body elections. Releasing his party's 9th shadow budget for the year 2011-2012, he said the continuance of ties with the DMK cannot be decided by him alone, and added that the party's policy decision on ties with the DMK will be decided by the party's General Council. Now, with local body elections due this October, his announcement has come as a surprise. In a recent television appearance, the PMK chief Anbumani Ramados lashed out at the DMK for corruption charges and blamed the party for the electoral rout.
Policy decision, கொள்கை சார்ந்த ஒரு முடிவு எடுக்கணும். அதனால எங்களுடைய செயற்குழு பொதுக்குழுல முடிவு செய்யப்பட வேண்டிய ஒரு கேள்வி.
And well, the sensitive issue regarding the safety of Tamil fishermen surfaced yet again, with reports of 5 others who have gone missing after they ventured into the seas from Rameshwaram last Wednesday. Now, this development comes after 23 Tamil fishermen captured by the Lankan Navy arrived back to their families. Now, the relative have undertaken search operation on the high seas for the 5 missing fishermen. And Rashtriya Lok Dal chief Ajit Singh, whose 6 MPs were reportedly behind Chief Minister Jayalalitha's offer of support to the UPA government back in 2010, called on Chief Minister Jayalalitha today. Now, though Ajit Singh called this a courtesy call, there are reports that it was politically significant, as Jayalalitha has been trying to maintain cordial relations with the centre. Ajit Singh's Rashtriya Lok Dal, or the RLD, is in talks with the Congress for a possible tie-up ahead of the assembly polls in Uttar Pradesh next year. When AIADMK chief Jayalalitha offered support to the Congress government in November of 2010, it was said that she was relying on RLD's 6 MPs to help the centre in case of the DMK pulled out.
I today came basically to congratulate her personally on her magnificent victory. When she visited Delhi, I was out of the country, so I couldn't meet her. And even more than that, the way she has taken hold of the administration, announced new policies, made changes. The day, she was elected, she set to work right away. So I wanted to congratulate her for that. Realignment in today's political situation is very much a possibility, but it will take time.
Well, Chennai can trip you in so many ways. Environmentally friendly initiatives on one hand and garbage dumped in the middle of the road on the other. Deepika brings to you a slice of life from Nama, Chennai.
This is not a dumping site. In fact, this is the road that leads to Our Lady School in Valsaravakam. More than 500 people use this road daily, and many more live in fear of exposure to diseases.
கழிவு கோழி கழிவு வீட்டில் இருந்து இருக்க குப்பைங்கெல்லாம் கொண்டு வந்து கொட்டுறாங்க. ஸ்கூல் நிர்வாகம் எதுவும் கண்டுக்கிறது கிடையாது. பக்கத்தில் வீடு இந்த சைடில் வீடு இல்லைங்கனால யாருமே ஆக்ஷன் எடுக்கல.
Residents say they have complained to the local municipal office and even on central and state government websites. That was a year ago, but the ground reality has not changed.
பகல் இரவு எந்நேரமும் குடிகாரங்க வந்து இந்த பக்கம் குடிச்சிட்டே உட்காந்துட்டு தொல்லை கொடுத்துட்டு இருக்காங்க. இந்த பக்கம் இல்லீகல் ஆக்டிவிட்டீஸும் நிறையா நடந்துட்டு இருக்கு. இரவு நேரங்களில் மின் விளக்கு எல்லாம் ஒன்றும் சரியாக எரியறது இல்லைங்க. அது அவங்க வசதிக்கு தக்கபடி அந்த விளக்குகளையும் உடச்சி வைக்கிறாங்க. அந்த பக்கத்து பஞ்சாயத்து ஆஃபீஸு நகர கவுன்சிலர் அவங்ககிட்டையும் நாங்கள் எத்தனையோ முறை சொல்லியும் இதுக்கு உண்டான நடவடிக்கை அவங்க எதுவுமே எடுக்கலை.
Sanitation is not the only issue that is faced by residents here. There is not a single street light on this road, and allegedly it turns into a hub for illegal activities.
Street lights are not working properly, so the street is too dark by nights. So it is helpful for the gangsters to use this street for illegal activities, consuming alcohols, prostitutions, and girls are doing mischiefs in this area.
However, Shekhar, the chairman of the Valsaravakkam municipality for more than 4 years, says garbage is the only worrying issue for the locality.
எங்களுக்கு குப்பை தட்ட இடம் இல்லாத ஒரு காரணத்தினால தான் நாங்கள் இந்த குப்பையை அனுமதி இல்லாத இடத்துல வெளியூரில் போய் நம்ம கொட்ட போகிறோம். தாம்பரம் இந்த மாதிரி ஸ்ரீபெரும்புத்தூர் பல்லாவரம் இந்த மாதிரி கொட்ட போகிறதுனால அங்கே இந்த நிலை வருது. எங்களுக்கு குப்பை தட்டுறதுக்கு இடம் ஒன்று கிடச்சின்னு சொன்னால் நாங்கள் அண்ணாசிரியாக இப்போ தனியார் இடத்துல அனுமதி இல்லாமல் குப்பையை கொட்ட மாட்டோம்.
A fast expanding city like Chennai clearly needs roads where merely walking on the roads is not a hardship. In Chennai with Deepika, Evelyn Matthew for NDTV Hindu.
Well, and it's problems galore for the industrial setup in the state as well. We'll tell you about their issues on the other side. Keep watching.